Hey, Dr. Jon Finn here. Welcome to the Habit Mechanic podcast. Right now, you can get my new best-selling book, Train Your Brain for the AI Revolution, at tougherminds.co.uk. The digital book, audiobook, and physical book are all available at a special price that you won't find anywhere else.
Hello, Habit Mechanics. It's Dr. Jon Finn here. I hope you're having a great week so far. So yesterday we released our first in-depth article about the new field of psychology we have founded, created, and we are driving forwards and leading on, which is human AI performance psychology. Anyone who's read Train Your Brain for the AI Revolution will understand what we mean by that. But we wrote an in-depth article about this that we sent out to our database yesterday. So some of you may already have been scrolling through that. It's quite a long article, very deliberately, because we wanted to be very robust in how we explain this new field of performance psychology. Psychology is an evolving science, as all sciences are, and personally, I experienced in my own development over 25 years, I've worked in this field, I suppose, two core psychological movements. One was sports psychology, which is what I originally trained in. And when I first did my undergraduate and even master's degree in sports psychology, you couldn't actually become an accredited sports psychologist. It didn't exist as a field, it was new. And then I also saw the origins of positive psychology, which sort of started or really got momentum in the mid-2000s. So we're now at the beginning of a journey where we've got technology that not only is a way of us amplifying our thinking, like you might on a Word document, for example. It's actually a co-worker. So we've got technology that can now do what only humans have previously been able to do before. And that's why this is so profound and we need a new approach. And that's what we've been working on for a while and started to release via Train Your Brain for the AI Revolution. And now we're going to go deeper. We're going to start to, after a successful pilot, we're going to start to train more human AI performance psychology coaches. And these will be the first in the world, first of their kind. So that's really exciting. And then we're just going to be doing our best to make it as easy as possible for people to understand what this new psychology is all about and how they can use it for themselves and for their people, their teams, their families to help them thrive. So yeah, this is I think this is just a really exciting period of human history. At the heart of psychology is helping people to think more effectively so they can be healthier, happier, and at their best. And actually, in order to be able to do that, the core currency, what we might call in science the main effect variable, is learning. And you will see at the heart of our approach, in particularly in the Habit Mechanic book, we go really deep on the learning piece, because actually to get better at being at your best more often, you have to learn how to do that. You have to change the neurons in your brain, replace the unhelpful ones with more helpful ones via that process called neuroplasticity. But that's at the heart of that is learning. And I think that's what's so profound about AI technology. It can now be used to speed up how we learn. So there are two core types of AI, I think, that we are seeing. One is more focused on the automation of routine tasks. So we can basically fully automate most of the medium charge work that we do and we get paid to do. And what businesses are doing is they are stopping paying humans to do that work. It's not that public, but there's been a big movement away, for example, from recruiting graduates, because a lot of what graduates do when they're first employed is a lot of medium charge work that can be completely automated. So we've got technology that can do that, but we've also got technology now that can, it's almost like a personalized learning process, where working with the new generative AI tools that have only been sophisticated for months, maybe 6 months or so, and they're becoming more sophisticated every day. It is like working with an expert. It could be like an expert accountant or solicitor or whatever you want. It knows quite a lot about these things, and you can access it 24/7, and it costs maybe 1% of what it would cost, and probably less than that, if you were to actually engage with those experts. But it's been trained on all the same material that those experts have. So we can accelerate our learning and completion of complex cognitive tasks using these AI tools. And by being able to offload more of our medium charge, busy work that many people are overwhelmed by, and being able to make more progress faster on our high charge work, then that means that we're going to get higher quality downtime and recharge time. So that if we think about the 3 core brain states, we've got help now with the high charge brain state via generative AI, helps us to make progress faster. We can outsource our medium charge work through what we now call agentic AI, so the AI agents. And many of us have been using this type of tech for a while. So just think of something like Calendly, which is a meeting booking system. It's almost like an agentic AI agent. Something that used to be a real manual process is now just done automatically. But there are, thousands of these tools that are emerging for all different aspects of our lives. And then we've got, by offloading more of our busy work and making more progress on our mentally complex work, we're going to have better sleep because we'll be less stressed, more time to do the things that matter in our life. But that isn't a given. People need help to get their brain states working well, and to understand how to integrate the tools. And one high-level metaphor that we've been using, which I really like, and it's an extension of some of the things we've been talking about for years. We talk about this in the Habit Mechanic book. It's that our lives are a bit like a mountain. We're trying to get to the top of the mountain to achieve our goals. And you'll see this in what we call the team power model in the Habit Mechanic book. That's the metaphor that we use. It's the team model we've created over the last 20 years. And what the AI gives us the ability to do is to move faster and further up the mountain than we ever thought possible. So the technology is like a snowmobile, but it isn't magic. We have to learn how to build it and how to drive it properly. And in many cases, the AI tools are having the opposite effect on people. We can see from big sets of data, they are slowing people down. They are acting more like a heavy rucksack than a snowmobile. And that's because we're not starting with first principles. And first principles of thriving in the AI world are getting your brain state sorted out. So what human AI performance psychology is all about is helping people to get their brain states optimized so they can actually integrate the new AI technologies into their daily workflows and get the maximal benefits from them for both performing but also well-being. And we can, of course, do that individually and collectively. So we see there's a huge opportunity, I think, probably like we've never seen before, to be healthier, happier, and at our best. That's what the AI tools give us. But in order to capitalize on that, we need to increase our brain state intelligence. And that's why I wrote Train Your Brain for the AI Revolution. But if we want to not just get brain state intelligent, but actually put the things that we know what we should be doing into practice, we then need to go one step further and have what we call brain state intelligent cultures. And this is where we help each other to do this. And I talk about that at the end of Train Your Brain for the AI Revolution. But we need help often to make change in our lives. And that's why, we are training up the world's first certified human AI performance psychology coaches, for example. And it's why we're working with teams and businesses. And we're doing one-to-one coaching to help people. So anyway, that's a little bit of an overview of what's coming up in this in-depth introduction to human AI performance psychology. And yeah, what you're going to hear now is essentially an audio version of the article that we released yesterday. So if it's helpful, you can go to that page and you can look through the article at the same time. But yeah, I hope this is interesting. I hope it helps to help you make sense of this complex world that we're living in and gives you a sense of optimism that this can actually be a force for good and it can help us to be healthier, happier, and at our best more often. But it won't happen by magic. And if you haven't already, I'd really recommend reading Train Your Brain for the AI Revolution. You can get through it in 3 to 4 hours, and it shows you the first system you need to implement to start improving your brain state intelligence. And then, of course, the habit mechanic is still the Bible and everything it's our Bible, the Tougher Minds Bible, if you like. Everything that we say in there still stands. But it just goes much, much, much deeper than the new book we've written. So those two work in combination, but read Train Your Brain for the AI Revolution first. And yeah, from our website now, you can actually get a free copy of that. Just go to tougherminds.co.uk. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the article. Looking forward to questions, thoughts, reflections, and then working with people on this in the near future, because I know people are really excited about getting involved in this movement, and we're excited to go on that journey with you. So here comes the article. Enjoy.
Human AI Performance Psychology, an Introduction. The New Brain Science Redefining How We Work, Lead and Thrive with AI. Read by Dr. Jon Finn, Tougher Minds founder. Introduction: The Human Performance Revolution. For the first time in human history, machines can automate complex cognitive work. This is more than a technological revolution. It's a human performance revolution. Despite the incredible promise of AI tools, many professionals today feel more overwhelmed, distracted, and exhausted than ever. The problem isn't just learning the tools. The real key to thriving in the AI era is mastering the most powerful technology in the known universe, your brain. Key insight: while organizations focus on AI adoption, the critical factor for success isn't the technology itself, but how effectively humans can collaborate with these tools through optimized cognitive performance. The birth of human AI performance psychology. As a cognitive and behavioral science expert witnessing the collision of human psychology with artificial intelligence, I, Dr. Jon Finn, recognized an urgent need for a new framework. That's why I established human AI performance psychology, a pioneering discipline applying first principles insights to optimize human brain states, subconscious behavioral patterns, and leadership capabilities in AI-augmented environments. As the founder of this field, I've built human AI performance psychology upon my 25 years of research in cognitive science, neurobiology, and behavioral psychology, adapting these insights to the unique challenges of the AI era. While artificial intelligence technologies are relatively new, the human performance challenges they amplify are not, and through my work with over 20,000 people, I've developed the scientific frameworks to help people meet these challenges head-on. My approach optimizes human brain states, subconscious behavioral patterns, and leadership capabilities in AI-augmented environments. The capitalization of brain states, capital B for brain and S for states, is intentional. It refers to my proprietary model that forms a cornerstone of this new field. Key insight: human AI performance psychology addresses the urgent need for a systematic approach to human cognitive optimization in an era where AI tools are transforming how we work, think, and collaborate, but also have the potential to overwhelm and exhaust us rather than enhance our capabilities. Understanding the AI era beyond just technology. To understand what AI truly means for human performance, consider this metaphor. Imagine you're on a journey to reach the top of a mountain. The conditions are increasingly stormy, making progress difficult. This mirrors our complex modern world, where achieving our goals feels increasingly challenging. In this landscape, AI has two potential functions. It can either serve as a snowmobile, a powerful tool that allows us to go faster and further than previously possible, or it can become a heavy rucksack weighing us down, adding to our burden rather than lightening it. People now fall into two distinct groups: the replaceable and the unstoppable. The replaceable, those who either fail to adapt or are failing to use AI tools effectively. They're either trudging up the mountain without modern tools or struggling under the weight of poorly implemented technology, exhausted and overwhelmed. The unstoppable, those who master both technology and their own cognitive performance, energetically speeding past others on snowmobiles, operating in high-charge mode while collaborating with AI to achieve what others think impossible. Becoming unstoppable doesn't happen automatically. Even though many AI tools are free or inexpensive, simply having access isn't enough. We must understand both how to use these tools and how to optimize our own cognitive function to work effectively with them. Key insight: the difference between those who thrive and those who struggle in the AI era isn't access to technology, but mastery of human-AI collaboration, and in some cases, human-AI teamwork. The lighthouse brain, your cognitive foundation. To understand how your brain works with AI, we first need a fundamental model of brain function. The lighthouse brain model, grounded in cutting-edge neuroscience and behavioral science that I've refined over the past 25 years, provides this essential foundation. Imagine your brain contains a lighthouse where two important characters live: Hugh and willpower, or Wilhelmina power. Hugh, H-U-E, which stands for horribly unhelpful emotions, works in the lighthouse's control room,
constantly scanning for threats from your past, memories of mistakes, threats in the present, immediate problems, threats in the future, worst-case scenarios. When no threats are present, Hugh seeks easy, novel, and exciting activities that provide short-term gratification. Willpower acts as Hugh's guide and mentor, helping you fulfill your potential. When Hugh notices problems or gets tempted by short-term gratification, it can call willpower for assistance. This dynamic isn't a character flaw. Hugh's scanning behaviours are built-in survival programming that helped humans thrive for hundreds of thousands of years. The problem is that in today's AI-augmented world, these same instincts often work against us. When willpower and Hugh work in harmony, you can leverage AI tools strategically rather than being constantly distracted by them. Understanding this relationship explains why we struggle to maintain focus on complex, valuable work in an AI-augmented environment. Key insight: your brain's automatic processes, represented by Hugh, evolved for a very different environment than today's AI-augmented workplace. Success requires understanding and optimizing the relationship between these automatic processes and your more strategic cognitive functions, willpower. Scientific foundation. If you're curious about the deeper neuroscience behind the Lighthouse Brain Model, you'll find detailed explanations in Appendix A of my best-selling book, Train Your Brain for the AI Revolution, the proven four-step system to become irreplaceable, no tech skills required. This model synthesizes research from leading neuroscientists and psychologists, combined with insights from my 25 years of practical experience and research. The three brain states framework. Your lighthouse brain faces modern challenges that go beyond just disrupting Hugh and willpower's relationship. They drain the very energy source powering your entire cognitive system. Your brain functions like a rechargeable battery with three distinct power modes, similar to a solar-powered lighthouse. Power Mode 1, Recharge Brain State. Power Mode 2, Medium Charge Brain State. Power Mode 3, High Charge Brain State. Recharge Brain State. More details. When your brain needs essential recovery and maintenance, equivalent to a lighthouse on low power during daylight hours while recharging its batteries. Medium charge brain state, more details. When your brain handles routine tasks efficiently, similar to a lighthouse running low-level lights at dusk. High charge brain state, more details. When your brain performs sophisticated thinking and tackles demanding tasks, comparable to a lighthouse operating at full power, sending its bright beam across the waters. 4 key sources either charge or drain your brain battery. Sleep, the equivalent of direct sunlight for your brain's battery. Quality sleep recharges your system, allowing willpower to guide Hugh effectively. Brain-friendly nutrition, the special fuel that keeps your brain's battery running. Stress often leads to poor nutritional choices that give brief energy spikes but lead to deeper crashes. Movement, particularly walking, which acts like a supercharger for your brain's battery. Being desk-bound drains your battery and makes quality sleep more difficult. Relationships. Social connections can either energize your battery or deplete it. Digital overload and strained relationships turn potential energy sources into energy drains. When your battery is low, Hugh's threat scanning becomes erratic, seeing dangers everywhere. Willpower lacks energy to maintain its mentoring role. Their relationship becomes strained. the whole system operates in survival mode. This creates a downward spiral where it becomes increasingly difficult to make good decisions about sleep, nutrition, movement, and relationships, the very things that would recharge your battery. Key insight: understanding your brain's 3 power modes gives you a unique advantage in today's workplace. While others struggle to adapt to AI tools, you can match your brain's natural rhythms to different types of work and reset these rhythms to work better for you. Scientific foundation. If you're curious about the deeper neuroscience behind the brain states model, you'll find detailed explanations in Appendix B of my best-selling book, Train Your Brain for the AI Revolution, the proven 4-step system to become irreplaceable, no tech skills required. This framework is grounded in cutting-edge research, verified through our work with thousands of professionals. Why traditional solutions fall short. Brain state optimization isn't a new challenge. Even before AI entered our workplaces, professionals struggled to perform at their best. Traditional approaches to improving human performance have consistently fallen short of delivering lasting results. And if these approaches are already failing in a pre-AI world, they have virtually no chance of succeeding in the far more complex AI-augmented environment. Consider this striking evidence. The largest peer-reviewed analysis ever conducted on cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, the gold standard for behavior change, was published by Professor Pim Kuipers and colleagues in 2023. Examining over 50,000 people across 409 studies, the results showed 58% of people who received CBT showed no meaningful improvement. Of the 42% who did improve, 19% would likely have gotten better without treatment. In simple terms, only about 1 in 5 people benefit from CBT specifically. Remember, this is considered the gold standard treatment. Even more concerning, when researchers followed up a year or 2 later, they found no real difference between people who had received CBT and those who hadn't. This reveals something fundamental about how our brains work. Even when people understand exactly what they need to change and are given specific techniques to make those changes, lasting transformation remains elusive. If traditional approaches struggle to create lasting change in relatively straightforward behaviours, how can they possibly help us master the complex demands of our AI-augmented workplaces? We're not just trying to change a few specific thoughts or behaviours. We're aiming to fundamentally transform how our brain operates throughout the day. Let's look at 4 common approaches organisations are currently using to help employees adapt to AI tools. Each of these approaches illustrates why we need something fundamentally different, an approach that aligns with how our brain actually works, not just what we think should work. Technical training. Companies invest heavily in teaching employees how to use AI tools, but knowing how to operate a tool doesn't mean your lighthouse brain is optimized to work with it. It's like having a sophisticated new lens for your lighthouse, but never learning how to keep your beam steady. Traditional performance coaching and leadership development programs. These focus on time management, goal setting, productivity techniques, leadership development, and team performance. They provide valuable knowledge about what to do differently, but knowing what to do isn't the same as doing it consistently. It's like knowing exactly how a lighthouse should work, but never mastering the day-to-day practices to maintain peak performance. This applies not just to individual performance, but also to leadership capabilities and team dynamics. Wellness programs. While well-intentioned, these typically focus on stress management or better sleep. Again, they provide knowledge, not the system for turning that knowledge into lasting habits. It's like knowing your lighthouse needs a steady power supply, but never establishing the routines to keep the batteries charged. Flow-based performance approaches. Flow training focuses on achieving rare moments when we operate on autopilot, executing well-practiced skills effortlessly. But in our AI-augmented workday, optimizing for autopilot moments misses the point entirely. Our work now demands continuous adaptation rather than perfection of existing abilities. The root problem: knowledge versus habits. All these approaches share the same fundamental limitation. They focus on providing knowledge rather than building habits. This misses a crucial insight from neuroscience. 98 to 100% of human behavior comes from our habits, not from knowing what we should do. Your brain contains over 1 trillion microscopic biological moving parts, including neurons, synapses, and neural pathways, all working together to drive your automatic behaviors. This vast network isn't controlled by conscious knowledge or willpower, but by deeply embedded patterns. Current approaches are like trying to learn to drive by reading the driver's manual without ever getting behind the wheel. Understanding what you should do differently isn't enough. You need to rewire your brain's automated patterns. Key insight: traditional approaches fail because they provide information without addressing the fundamental habit patterns that drive 98 to 100% of human behavior. Real transformation requires systematically rewiring these neural pathways. How AI transforms work across your brain states. Understanding how AI impacts each of your 3 brain states reveals both the challenges and opportunities of this transformation. High charge brain state. AI's role and impact. While AI can't replicate most premium cognitive work, it can dramatically amplify it. AI tools function like expert consultants who are instantly available, helping you complete challenging work faster and at lower cost. Medium charge brain state. AI's role and impact. AI can now handle most tasks humans have traditionally done in medium charge states faster and more efficiently. Recharge brain state. AI's role and impact. When used properly, AI reduces overwhelm by handling routine work and increases daily progress through amplified high-charge thinking, resulting in more downtime and better sleep due to reduced stress. Medium-charge brain state transformation. Your medium-charge brain state handles simple, routine tasks like sending standard emails or administrative work. These activities have consumed more of our working hours over time, leaving little capacity for premium thinking. Consider this prediction from Winning by Design, a leading sales training company. Within 12 months, AI will enable companies to operate many sales and marketing functions at just 2% of current costs while achieving better results, a 98% reduction with improved performance. This transformation occurs because I can handle most medium-charge tasks more efficiently than humans. High-charge brain state amplification. Your high-charge brain state enables your most sophisticated thinking, from complex problem-solving to strategic planning. This is your brain's premium operating mode, where uniquely human capabilities shine. Our research shows most professionals can only maintain 1 to 2 hours of high-charge thinking daily due to cognitive challenges and what we call invisible brain damage. The rest gets consumed by interruptions, routine tasks, and mental fatigue. When people optimize their brain states, they can maintain 4 to 5 hours of high charge thinking each workday. But here's what makes this moment extraordinary. AI dramatically amplifies this capacity, allowing professionals with optimized brain states to complete 5 to 6 plus hours of high charge thinking daily. A real world example: producing the audiobook for Train Your Brain for the AI Revolution took one person with optimized brain states just 3 days using AI tools. The same task for a previous book required 2 people working for 10 days, so 20 days in total, and cost 9 times as much. So, we were able to create the new audiobook using optimized brain states and AI tools 17 working days faster with a 90% cost reduction. Recharge brain state enhancement. By handling routine tasks that previously consumed cognitive energy, AI tools free up mental space for true recovery. One senior legal professional reported, "When I first started Habit Mechanic AI Edge coaching, I was working on my laptop till 10 to 11 every night. Now, I get out of the office before 5 almost without fail every day for the first time in my career. I'm definitely saving at least 1 to 2 hours daily." Key insight: AI's greatest impact isn't replacing humans, but transforming how we work across all 3 brain states, automating medium charge work, amplifying high charge capabilities, and enhancing recharge quality. The success cycle, your 4-step habit mechanic. AI Edge system. The key to achieving transformative results isn't working harder. It's aligning your brain's natural patterns with AI's capabilities through our systematic success cycle. Step 1. Measurement, your brain state analysis. Map your brain's energy patterns to reveal your biggest opportunities for transformation. This establishes your current baseline and identifies specific leverage points for improvement. Step 2. Planning with the task director system. Match each task to the right type of energy and identify where AI tools can enhance your capabilities. This creates clarity about what work should be done in which brain state and how AI can support each type of work. Step 3. Optimization with the day designer system. Structure your day to maintain peak energy for what matters most, professionally and personally. This aligns your schedule with your natural brain state cycles and creates protected time for high charge work. Step 4. Automation with the routine engineer system. Develop triggers and systems that make optimal performance automatic using AI tools to enhance rather than drain your energy. This transforms conscious practices into unconscious habits that sustain performance. This system functions like sports science for your brain. Just as elite athletes use sophisticated systems to optimize physical performance, the success cycle helps you optimize cognitive performance with AI tools. Key insight: the success cycle provides a systematic approach to measuring, planning, optimizing, and automating your cognitive performance with AI, leading to more quality recharge time, less routine work, and significantly more hours in your peak high charge state. Brain state intelligence, the performance multiplier. Most organizations are already investing in artificial intelligence tools and automation, leadership development and performance coaching, change and transformation programs, DEI, wellness and engagement initiatives, digital skills training. However, none of these initiatives can deliver their full potential unless people have the cognitive capacity to absorb, apply, and sustain them. That's where brain state intelligence becomes the critical multiplier for your existing investments. Existing investment, AI tools and digital transformation. How brain state intelligence enhances it. Reduces cognitive overload so people can adopt and use tools effectively. Existing investment, leadership development and performance coaching. How brain state intelligence enhances it. Embeds lasting behaviour change by aligning habits with brain energy states. Existing investment, well-being and resilience programs. How brain state intelligence enhances it. Turns awareness into action with daily recharge tools and recovery routines. Existing investment, training and skills development. How brain state intelligence enhances it. Increases learning capacity by optimizing focus, attention, and brain rhythm. Existing investment, team and culture initiatives. How brain state intelligence enhances it. Builds shared language and systems supporting collective peak performance. Brain state intelligence doesn't replace existing programs. It unlocks their full potential by helping people operate at their cognitive best. It functions as the engine oil that makes every other organizational initiative run more smoothly. Key insight. Brain state intelligence serves as a performance multiplier for existing organizational investments by ensuring people have the cognitive capacity to implement and sustain new practices and technologies. Creating brain state intelligent cultures. Organizations excelling in the AI era are creating brain state intelligent cultures, our Six Sigma for human performance in the AI world. These cultures transform performance across every organizational level. Young professionals become productive revenue drivers faster by mastering complex skills and AI tools in months instead of years. Build sustainable high performance by managing stress effectively. Stay engaged and grow within the company, improving retention. Middle managers drive faster AI adoption and ROI by confidently leading change. Deliver on strategic initiatives while maintaining team performance. Create high-performing teams that consistently hit targets. Senior leaders make sharper strategic decisions for longer using science-backed strategies. Drive successful AI transformation by mastering the human factors. Create lasting cultural change that turns resistance into enthusiasm. Teams deliver complex projects over 200% faster by optimizing collective brain function. Maintain peak productivity during AI transformation by aligning work patterns with natural energy cycles. Drive faster innovation through enhanced collaboration. These improvements create powerful organizational outcomes: reduced burnout, lower turnover, enhanced innovation, better talent retention, and improved customer solutions. Most importantly, they create environments where people genuinely want to stay and grow because they can consistently perform at their best without sacrificing well-being. Key insight: brain state intelligent cultures transform performance at every organizational level by aligning individual cognitive optimization with collective work patterns and technology adoption. Why it matters now. We are living through the most rapid and profound shift in human history. AI is automating routine cognitive tasks, medium charge work, and increasingly accelerating complex cognitive tasks, high charge work. Distraction, stress, and cognitive overload are skyrocketing. Traditional coaching and leadership methods are falling behind. Without a system for optimizing brain states and subconscious behavior, professionals and organizations will fall dangerously behind. Human AI performance psychology provides the necessary roadmap. Optimize brain energy for what matters most. Build habits that enhance focus, resilience, and well-being. Equip leaders and teams to work smarter with AI. In short, it's about achieving more, with greater energy, clarity, and humanity. Key insight: the AI transformation is happening now, and the gap between those who optimize their cognitive performance and those who don't is widening rapidly. Organizations that address the human side of AI adoption will gain significant competitive advantage. About the founder and creator of human AI performance psychology. Dr. Jon Finn is the founder of the award-winning Tougher Minds consultancy and creator of the field of human AI performance psychology. With 25 years specializing in behavioral science and psychology of resilience, performance, and leadership, he has completed 3 degrees, including a PhD in these fields. His expertise lies in helping individuals, teams, and leaders optimize cognitive performance during periods of significant change. Dr. Finn has personally coached and trained over 20,000 people and developed the first integrated, science-based system for human excellence in the AI era, the Habit Mechanic AI Edge system. As the originator of human AI performance psychology, Dr. Finn has pioneered the application of cognitive and behavioral science to the unique challenges presented by artificial intelligence in professional environments, establishing the foundational frameworks that define this emerging field. Take your next steps. Ready to bring brain state intelligence to your life and organization? Here's how to get started. Download your free copy of Train Your Brain for the AI Revolution at tougherminds.co.uk. Become one of the world's first certified human AI performance psychology coaches. Get one-to-one coaching and become an AI era leader. Explore how we help organizations build brain state intelligent cultures. Contact us at contact@tougherminds.co.uk or via our website, tougherminds.co.uk. The AI era will not wait. Those who master human AI performance psychology will shape the future, while others struggle to keep up. Will you be one of the pioneers who lead?
Thanks for listening to the Habit Mechanic podcast. If you liked it, please subscribe and tell someone else about one of the ideas or insights that you found most interesting.